Hi everybody, Army P here for eXplorminate, and welcome to my thoughts on Stellaris' new cosmetic DLC called Humanoids. This cosmetic DLC comes with 10 different humanoid portraits, and I thought I'd take a minute to show you all of the different options you're going to have in this new cosmetic DLC. Like this gentleman here who kind of looks a lot like someone else I kind of know. Additionally, we have the next character portrait that kind of looks a little bit like a gnome. I've raided with him, I'm sure. The next is the Vole. We'll get back to them later, but we've also got someone who kind of looks like they were born underneath a rock or in a tree. Perhaps someone who kind of looks like a D&D character that I've encountered once or twice. And this last one simply looks like death. This next portrait should be obvious to anybody who's playing a fantasy video game or fantasy trope in their life. Obviously it's based heavily on a dwarf. Additionally, we also get a city background that is designed specifically for humanoids. This next portrait's based off of my favorite Cyclops. His name's Scott. And finally, if you're going to keep with a sci-fi fantasy theme, space orcs have to have their place inside of Stellaris. Because you can't have bad guys without the orcs. Each one of the portraits is customizable, so you're going to be able to change the colors and some of the different hairstyles, not to mention the backgrounds, to make sure that each one of your new portraits can be fully customizable. The DLC Humanoids also comes with a ship pack, which was very much requested after Synthetic Dawn unfortunately didn't have one. So I've kind of set up here, you can see the new Corvette and Destroyer, which are closer to the screen, as well as the new star bases that's available with the humanoid choice for ship sets. In the background you can kind of see a little bit of the cruiser and the new battleship, as we'll kind of pull in a little bit closer and I'll show you what each one of those look like. Additionally, you're also going to get a new science ship, a new construction ship, new transports. I didn't put those on the screen so you'll be able to see them for yourself, but very much inspired, I think, a cross between Star Wars with the ships and Star Treks with the star bases. All in all, I think it's a great ship set and it'll be a great addition to your fleets if you decide to buy the DLC. Another addition with the DLC is an empire that's been custom made by Paradox called the Vole. Now the Vole have a really interesting kind of background where they grew up on an ice planet that ravaged their society heavily and forced them to make sacrifices. Under the guidance of a scientist who proclaimed himself full leader of the Vole, he declared that these sacrifices had to be one where full freedom of the individual had to be given up, and rudimentary cybernetics had to be implanted in each one of the civilians in order to not only withstand the harsh climate of their home planet, but the rigors of going into space. The Vole Empire ethically have a fanatical, authoritarian, and materialistic government. And one of the really cool features that I really liked was that the Vole specifically got their own voiceover pack, so a pack that really brings to life the perspective of the Vole Empire and how they view not only other races, but themselves and technological advances. Because this is a cosmetic DLC, you're not going to see any mechanic changes or upgrades, but I will tell you that in the time that I've played with the DLC already, I have noticed other small stories and anomalies that I've never seen before, and I think that are either part of the Vole Empire or have just been kind of sprinkled in secretly by Paradox. Either way, it's always a great addition to see different anomalies and different small stories play out, especially at the beginning of each one of your games. Stellaris is some of the best music I've ever heard in a video game across any genre. And in the Humanoid DLC pack, you also get 3 remakes of some of the original songs. In fact, you'll be listening to one of the newer tracks while watching this video. So that pretty much sums up Humanoids, the cosmetic DLC pack for Stellaris. I'd recommend getting it if you wanted to add a little spice and flair to your Stellaris game over the Christmas season, and if not, there's always a great sale just around the corner. This has been Army P for eXplorminate, and I'll see you next time.